Hey everybody! Welcome back to Call of Kismet. I am your host here today, Kat. I'm not really a host, I'm the storyteller, guy, dude, person, the face. Uh, I don't. I'm doing my best. So, anyways, hey everybody. So sad. I'm. Can we please just get the recap?
Uh, yes, we certainly can. Uh, in case you missed it last time, and if you did, really hate that for you.
Please go check it
Um,
out. We have it
the
up on the
game,
YouTube as well as on the Twitch. It is something.
uh, but after receiving a message from uh, a friend of Lorelai's telling them that she had gone missing while searching for the Tree of Life, the group went to meet Kovir in Talim at Erevon's parents' house, where he's been studying the art of diplomacy. Um, they made it to Talim. There, uh, some information from Kovir about Lorelai, uh, with a oh yes, he had information that was brought to him by a rainbow bird, uh, native to the land that is a known companion of druids. Uh, I wrote down the rainbow bird. I didn't write down what he knew about Lorelai. Uh, but either way, it burned in his pants. That is a direct quote. Um, and then Erevan spoke with his father, who believed that Lorelai's location for the Tree of Life must have been false. There was some bonding between Neve and Kovir. There was some bonding between Amon and an 80-year-old woman named Agnes, who works in the house as a cook. Uh, and about that time, um, the stream was taken over by the bane of all D&D streams. You know, no matter how big, no matter how small, you know that eventually Benny Hill is going to show up and derail everything. And uh, our moment, our Benny Hill uh, time came, and
Dried up all the rain. That was crazy. I don't understand what happened. I closed all of my windows except stream and it was still freaking going and I was so confused because I couldn't find it. I was like opening my freaking task manager and I'm like trying to find it and it just kept like refreshing. I'm
the
like, I
Benny
don't.
Hill theme song possessed the computer.
The
Um,
TLDR is.
that yeah, yes, that's the main recap. Unfortunately, Ryan's rapid recap is not available this week
It'll be
because Ryan is
postponed.
not with us.
Whoa,
Uh, that
he
will
is with us. He's just like at home at his
well,
house All right. So audio is still not on. What is going on? Can you
Yeah,
guys?
your volume's down.
My volume's down.
You're muted.
Can't see around my box. That sounded bad. I don't need to explain. Anyway, so last we left off, where was everybody? So I know we had everyone split up. Not split up.
Neve was in the library talking to Kovir, Das and Ervan were talking to Ervan's dad. Aman was in the kitchen. And Valerian, you were in the library too, right?
Yeah, I was just perusing the shelves for books because I was trying to give them privacy.
Yeah. All right. So we will leave that as we are. The music is just going a little crazy. DOS can't seem to figure out what's kind of going on. The music is kind of just doing its own thing now. Like strings are being plucked, music is being played. It kind of gives it a little shake, and he's like, I need to go check this thing out. I'll be right back. He just steps out. You can hear it echo on down into the hallway. Aman is busy with Agnes doing all the extra work because she needs a strapping young man to do all the hefty. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. Hefty lifting. Hefty.
Let's go for taking out the trash.
Valerian, give me a perception check.
Natural 20 for 26.
Okay.
Starting off hot.
Yeah.
Dang.
All right. Hey. For anyone,
My new dice too.
For anyone who is new here, every time one of the players gets a nat 20 or I get a natural 1, I will do 10 push-ups. It was originally 20, but it happens so frequently here that we had to kind of cut it back. It was getting a bit disruptive. But yeah. And you got a 26. So while you're walking around trying to be, minding my own business, just trying not to turn your ears on at any point, something catches your eye on the bookshelf specifically. In here, everything, all the books look almost uniform with the covers. But once you've opened, taken one off and opened it, you can see that the cover is like a fake cover and then the real cover is on there. So it's just like that just to look the same. But one looks particularly off. Everything seems so pristine that it stands out to you. This book, this covering, it's very old. It's just slightly off color than everything else. It's a little bit worn. And when you put your fingers on it, you hear a whisper. What languages do you speak?
Common, deep speech, Elvish, and undercommon.
Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure there's deep speech on there. In deep speech, and it's so jarring. I'll make a wisdom save after this, but you get this sensation of cold just down into your core. Inside of it, not inside of it, in your head you get this flash of lightning like a tree, and then it's all gone, and the whisper you hear is, "Come to me."
Is there any type in the book that's legible?
No, it is very worn. That's why this is when you first look at it, an initial, brown covering, gold lettering, brown covering, gold lettering. Wait, this one's it's so worn that you can see where the gold lettering would be. It's just worn out. You can't really tell. It's kind of brushed paint.
Is there if I open it and look through it, is there anything I could decipher, or do I just hear?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
can.
Oof. Yeah, as soon as you open that book, you pull the cover kind of to try to see what it is. Boom, the book kind of opens and pages start flashing, and you're just completely enticed and gripped in this. In it, you are seeing yourself as a ghost. You are standing next to yourself, frozen in time. Everything is frozen around you. You are holding this book, but you, a ghostly figure, is standing next to yourself. But you don't see skullduggery anywhere.
Can I like look around? Like, is everyone like still moving, or is like everything frozen?
Everything's frozen. Everyone's frozen in place.
Does anything seem unusual? Like, is there like any magic anywhere?
Give me an Arcana check.
14.
This is some sort of spell work. You're not sure the type of work, whether this is illusion or psychic, but this is definitely some sort of spell work. You have been caught in some sort of trap.
Ooh. Well, I suppose I'll wander.
As you begin to wander, you just kind of start to look around. You kind of go up to Erebon and kind of like, whoa, this is weird. You hear that call again. Come to me. And you can hear it is
Is it?
out of the library.
I will follow.
As you walk out of the door, you are no longer in Erebon's home. You are suddenly in a hallway, a long hallway. At the other side of the door, the other side of the hallway is a door. Coming through that door is a woman. She is tall, has dark red skin, and she appears to be a tiefling. She has a bundle in her hands, and there is another gentleman behind her, a bald man with dark eyes and a grim face. They seem to be discussing something very quiet. You can't really hear. They're walking towards you, though.
Do they see me at all, or do they just like pass by or whatever?
Doesn't seem like they've noticed you. It's a very long hallway. They're coming towards you. And as they get halfway down, you start feeling your heart pounding. And it gets louder, and it's almost deafening inside of this hallway, and then suddenly everything stops. And you hear a loud, loud baby's cry. And the two are astonished and unwrap this, and you see a small drow baby child. So, Nate, what are you up to?
Kovir and I are talking about words.
Oh, God, yeah. Sorry, let me get awkward again.
That's what we were doing. Yeah, we were talking about being bilingual. Neva's working very, very hard to hold a conversation.
That's great. So is he. Give me a perception check.
Someone who's not good at holding conversations. So,
Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him. Shia LaBeouf!
I love him. He's following you. Oh gosh, incredible.
So what's your perception?
19.
So yeah, suddenly Ko just kind of stops talking, and he's just very confused. Is that normal for your friend? And he is pointing over at Illyrian.
what does it look like Valerian's doing?
Valerian has a book, and the book is just, it almost has like endless pages, it seems, as it's like really fast and just stun-faced.
No, not normal. And gonna go. Uh, can I try and figure out what is happening here? Uh, like if this is some sort of spell from the book, or if Valerian has entered like some sort of
Give me an
state,
Arcana
like
check.
Arcana is 22.
Yeah, this book is definitely having some sort of effect on Valerian.
Can I cast Mage Hand and just try it and use it to take away the book?
Yes. As you cast your mage hand and try to get a hold of the book, Valerian, give me a strength check with advantage.
Because I'm not very strong. $12?
All right. Give me a wisdom check.
$12 also?
You do not, you feel a tug. You're not really sure where that's coming from. It's not actually happening to you. It is almost as if it's outside of you. But that is jarring enough that the image in front of you just disappears into like smoke. You turn around, trying to figure out your bearing because everything is black around you. That is when you see her. A dark, tall, dressed woman. Whoa, that is all sorts of not correct order of words. A tall, darkly dressed woman is standing before you. She has ringlets of curled red, deep red hair. The visage of everything around you has suddenly become full of bones. It's like a field of bones. You recognize this person instantly. This is Weejoss.
Can I approach her?
You can. She reaches out and gestures for you to come forward.
I don't hesitate.
As you get closer, there is that feeling of dark cold that you were feeling before, but it's soothing. It's almost, you don't see her face move. There's no expression. It's very vacant. Her lips don't move, but you hear her words. You have come so far.
Where am I?
You are in between the worlds.
What was that vision I saw?
That was you. The first time I granted you life.
Who were those people?
There is a chilling cold. They are the ones that created you. You must find them. You must bring them to heal. They're disturbing all of the things that make this world beautiful. They are not gods. They will never be gods. They want you for your power. You and your siblings. You must go to the tree. You must search the truth. I will be with you. Each step. Through your guide. As she gestures, and to her right, you see Skullduggery's the staff. You see it transform as it falls to the ground into a pile of smoke, but rises up into a very tall cheeked-bone elfin man. Dark hair, very pale. His ears are all, from either side, just pierced up. And he's very well dressed in a black and white suit.
Ooh. Skullduggery lore.
He dusts himself off. He reaches behind him and suddenly, just kind of very flashy, just snaps his hand out. And at the end comes the top hat as he puts it on. And he bows.
Skullduggery, I presume?
What made you think such a thing?
Would you prefer I use your actual name?
He looks over up at Weejas. Weejas nods. And he looks back and smiles. Just a very crooked smile. How about you go to the tree and find out? You're gonna take me, right?
Of course.
His smile unfolds and it is unnaturally long. Full of very sharp teeth.
Ooh. I like him even more. Will we find Lorelei there? Is she all right?
Oh, I haven't a clue, my dear, but I will say this, it'll be a fun adventure for the both of us. We'll get some experience, see some air. What is it these kids are calling it these days? Action.
I'm afraid what you consider fun, but
You hear him laugh, and that cackle is very skullduggery sounding, and it echoes everywhere. Weejas begins to shrink into a smaller cloud, and is now everybody sized. She puts a hand on the back of Skullduggery's and nods to him, and then pushes him forward a little bit, and he begrudgingly takes a few steps and again adjusts himself. I would like to propose a partnership.
I thought we were already in a partnership.
Oh, no. That is a friendship. This, more business. You see, I require
what's
a body.
your proposal?
You have one.
That sounds kind of alarming, actually.
Oh, no, it's not for keeps. Of course not. I would never dare. The material plane gets so boring. What I am proposing is that you take me to the Tree of Life. Then you will grant me permission to enter your body, in which I will do the work that needs to be done. Weejas nods.
Is this safe? I say to Weejas.
Say that again, it got very crumpled on my end.
I say to Weejas, is that safe? Ow! Cramp!
No, it's not safe. You hear
Say
yeah,
bang!
Skullduggery starts laughing. Safe? No, of course not. Why would it be safe? I'm going to go fight all the demon things that are out there. Oops, did I say too much?
But you'll come back?
I'm not going anywhere. You are.
If it has to be done, I don't see any other way.
He looks up at Weejas. Weejas nods. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
My calf.
All right. Well then, I'll see you soon. And just dust flies, and you were shoved back. That book closes shut, and you were shoved back. Give me a dex saving throw with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Is she close enough to me to get the +4?
Yes. Wait, it's 15
What was
feet or
it?
30?
10 feet,
10.
I believe.
Then no.
What was it? Athletics or aerobatics? What was it? Oh, dexterity. 17?
Hey! You managed to kind of stumble your way back, but kind of get your footing enough to kind of keep yourself from falling all the way backwards. But it is just for Kovir. He jumped like a cat, just just 10 feet in the air and has grabbed. Oh yeah, he grabbed the shit out of you, Neve. And we're back. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, your father looks down at the book, and I look back at you. Is there something I can help you with?
Again, they were just simply perusing the library while you and I had a conversation. I was not aware that you'd added security measures to the library. Has there been a problem? Have books gone missing?
Get an insight check. With advantage, you know your dad.
Sorry,
The
they aren't-
dirty 20.
We can discuss it later. He's definitely... There is something to that, yes.
Okay.
How is Kovier reacting to like security books? Like, was he
Oh, he...
aware of this, or is that news to him?
Can't really tell. He just was like not about to let you get hurt. Loud noise, he go, ah.
All right. Okay. What enchantments have you placed on these security books?
He gives the slowest head turn with arched eyebrow of the fucking audacity. The kind that keep burglars out.
It would save me the. I would appreciate some clarification on the enchantments used to temporarily, at first glance, it seems, entrance my friend. If you don't want to tell me, then I am certainly fine spending the time to cast the ritual myself.
He looks right back at you, Erebon.
She isn't housebroken, I'm sorry.
He's right. I'm used to much, much bigger houses than this. More like courts, really. But
Ah. Well then. If you must know, they're simply mind traps. Keeps them still until we can discover them. Would you also
can I
like
do
to
an
know the
insight check on
name?
that?
Huh? Insight? You can do an
Can I do
insight
an
check.
insight?
Yeah.
Sorry, Irvine, I don't trust your dad.
Yeah. He's would you also like the combination to my lock for the safe?
Yeah, it depends
Perhaps
what's in the safe.
the jewels from my wife's neck?
How fine are they? It's a 19 insight.
He's telling the truth. He's definitely being very simple about it, but yeah.
Okay, I won't. Should I sit? Okay, I will save the rich. I won't cast detect magic then, like right in front of him. I'll wait till he leaves.
I just sheepishly be like, I'm sorry for making a scene, and then go back in the aisle.
How can? Is there any way for to identify these security books so that more of us aren't trapped against our will, since we are guests in this home?
Are you now? You seem to be the owner of the manor.
I was invited here by my
I did not invite you. This is my home, child. You do well to
child,
respect.
you say.
Yes.
And how old are you,
child.
sir?
I am 800 years old. I have seen more things than you will ever know or ever dream. I suggest that you watch your tone with me. The man of whom you speak is not one to be trifled with. Do you understand me, child? Give me an insight check.
Okay, so he's not human?
No.
Whoop! Thought you were human.
It's Airbox.
Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
What?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Guess she doesn't know what I am either,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, that was an assumption. Spent too much time with him on. That's a 7.
That is like your father, but he is
Yeah.
a big man. And as you see now, you can kind of definitely tell the features. He's got very broad features for an elf, and he's very big. And now it makes sense. He was a dragon knight after all, a general.
We appreciate admittance to your library.
Child,
Yes, Father.
do well to teach this one some manners before your mother does.
I'll do what I can.
He looks over at Kovier, and Kovier just like awkwardly looks away.
I'm very pleased to say your wife already taught me manners. I learned much.
He snorts, and then he just walks out. Whoa, you have, how is the term? Big balls.
No, but thank you.
Did I not use it right?
No, you did. But no, I don't. But thank you. The physio and anatomically speaking. How did you?
Your friend is broken. Your father broke your friend. It is okay. He has done this to me many times.
No.
Honestly, she got off light.
I have met much more important and intimidating people than your father, and I have made it out unscathed. I'm not worried.
Your pretension will get you killed in this household.
It's not pretension, it is truth.
There's a word. I know this one. It is being a bumble. You must be bumble yourself.
In Elvish, I say, what's the word?
You must humble yourself. You are very haughty. You are going to get yourself in more trouble, and if not, you're going to get everyone else around you in trouble. And worse, you'll probably get someone killed, if not yourself. You have some audacity. It is very interesting to watch. The nerve, but that's not going to save you. Someone will hit you.
It's very interesting to watch. The nerve. Amazing. I love the Kovier so much.
The code switch. Smart!
Okay. It's not. fear that you think I'm misrepresenting myself into something that I'm not. When I tell you that I have met more terrifying men, I have. When I tell you that I have been under much more threat, I have. And to be quite frank, I'm not concerned about someone getting hurt because of my language. Someone was already trapped in a security book because this person seems to think that his personal library is.
His personal library?
His personal library?
I'm
I
sorry, is this a public library?
no.
No, it's a personal library. I believe if he wants to trap his books, he's under his own rights to do so.
What I do not understand is that you speak on fear, and it is not about fear. It is about respect. I do not understand. Do you not respect your elders where you are from? is why I'm here. You see, I had a vision, and I couldn't understand what was going on. I wanted to know more. I've been looking for more, and I didn't want to tell everyone, but I'm hearing the spirits, the ancestors. I can hear them.
And what are they saying?
I don't.
It's not really my business. I mean,
I don't know. I cannot understand them. They kind of. And he's kind of tapping his chest very gently, in a very rhythmic kind of fashion. They take over sometimes. I don't want you to worry. I'm doing my very best to solve this. And, I know my father had mentioned something of this before. I just, I wasn't listening. He looks really ashamed.
so is that what you are here doing, trying to figure out, like, what have they done? Is she gonna be okay?
I think she is sleeping. He, like, very slyly puts his finger under her nose. She's sleeping.
I shake his hand away. Like, no, stop. And I like shake her, trying to wake her up.
Yeah, you shake her. She's
Um,
asleep.
I-
She's pretty knocked out. She's zonked.
I'm gonna spin a charge of Divine Sense and see if there's anything coming off of Kovir. Celestial Fiend Undead.
Celestials. There are a lot of, like, just kind of sparks that are going in and out around him and through him. Like,
Is he reading
like
as a
yes.
Is he reading as a Celestial?
He's not reading as a celestial. It is charging him.
Because
as
I wouldn't
these
pick it up
things.
then.
Yeah.
It's if if a Celestial Fiend or Undead is in within 60 feet, not behind cover.
Let me put it this way.
Mhm.
There are others here. You are sensing celestial spirits.
I can sense the actual presence of the spirits.
Yes.
Okay.
It is charging him. Like, each time that one of these things, kind of like an atom, they're kind of like going around like atoms and stuff. They're kind of floating around indiscriminately. And each time these things go through, it just kind of, you see a pulse go through him.
I'm glad you found your birthright, but have they done other things like this?
No, not like this. Not over this nonsense. I stopped a owlbear. Don't know how it wandered into the desert. I also made sure this woman did not fall from a ledge she was going to jump from. I don't remember these things, but they happened. I remember this one, though. I asked them to intervene, and they did. Should I not have?
No, we were having a disagreement. It's just words.
I just wanted her to be calm, not this. I'm still learning how to talk to them.
Okay. I forgive you. It's... How long will this last? Do you...
Ah! And he just starts yelling right at your face, Neve. Pause. Neve, as you're just hearing these string of words come, and you are just kind of very quickly enticed, and you just feel this breath over you, and it just kind of lulls you into this sleep. But as soon as you hit the ground, you awake. It is beautiful and colorful sky, ever changing like purple and green and golden auroras. The ground under you is a very soft grass. But it is not, it's like a sea green kind of grass. Bluey.
Am I aware of what happened, or was it just like I just have sort of woken up here?
You just woke up here.
Okay.
You could be dreaming for all you know.
All right. Is there like a path?
Oh, sorry. I had to turn the page. Blue-green grass. Yeah, so you're in like a bed of blue-green grass. Around you is a bunch of different wildflowers. You see a bunch of different types of bugs, dragonflies, butterflies, bees of all different kinds, just kind of fluttering here and about. And as you're looking around, you don't see anybody. And it just seems like this for miles and miles, just hills and over, and just the waves of the grass as the wind blows. And then when you kind of look back, you see in the corner of your eye somebody, and as you turn, you see a woman, an elven woman. She looks very much like your mother. And she sits down.
How close is she?
She's about 10 feet.
I want to go just a little bit closer, just to see her face better.
Well, don't be shy. Come, child. Sit. Neve.
Mother?
I am the one before.
What?
She's your grandmother.
Oh, oh, and Neve will sit sort of in like emotional whiplash from thinking that was her mother, who she has not seen in a while. Okay. Hello.
She stands up. Now let me have a look at you. She lifts her chin. You have grown to be so pretty.
What are you doing? Is there something you need to tell me?
Oh, no, I was brought with that fellow.
What?
Oh.
Is it?
You were dreaming. I couldn't help myself. I thought I would just pop in.
Who were you brought with?
That's Kovir fellow.
You...
Oh, child. Do you not know who he is?
And and you start looking around, and so now she can get this. Like Kovir has done something that has resulted in this. Um, I think she's gonna get up again and just take a couple steps back. Who do you think he is?
He's the carrier of souls.
Okay. It's the carrier of souls, or he has put me under a spell, and all of this is just
Oh, no,
my mind.
That was not him. That was his relatives. You weren't meant to fall asleep. He is a bit unaccustomed to the power. He'll get better. He'll need some training. I'm sure you can help him with that. He has much to learn if he's going to stop this evil.
Carrier of spirits?
He is the only one who
That's-
can.
Okay, what evil is Kovir supposed to stop?
You know this evil. You have seen it with your eyes. The one they call Zephian.
Yeah.
He has been
Yeah,
collecting souls. He must be stopped.
Yeah, I know that. Sorry, you're. I
What troubles you, child? You seem so angry.
It's been such a long time. And I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. And I'm trying to, if I can't be home, I want there to be meaning in it. And so I'm trying to let myself open to people and to protect them. And then they hate me for trying to protect them, or for trying to protect someone else. And I am doing it all wrong, but it's the only way I know how to do it.
Oh, child. You've read so many books before you were even a year and a half old. More books than any human child could ever dream. You may not remember me, but I saw so much light in you. And here you are, so far from home, from the things that you have known. But perhaps that is the problem. You think you know. You are not coming in with an open heart and an open mind, my child. You are trying to bring home with you the ways of there and the ways of here. They are miles apart, worlds apart. You must carry yourself with grace. You know what is right. it is not always the way about it that might be right. You are so used to having the answer and knowing the problem and the solutions and where all the lines connect. You see the stars. You see constellations. While others look up and have no idea what they are looking at. But just because you know does not mean that you should speak. Or perhaps choose kinder words. Perhaps observe and see. Perhaps it is time to start learning again. You are looking for answers, is what you are telling me, but your heart doesn't want answers. You are angry and far from home. This journey, it is long, and it is not going to be any easier than this. I promise you that, and I am so, so sorry. It must be you to take this burden. Your friend Lorelei needs your help. The world needs Lorelei. This darkness is coming, and it will eat everything that is alive, and it will eat everything that is dead until there is nothing, and it will consume this world, and the next, and the next, and it will not stop. You and the others are the key to this. This much I know. This much I understand. Go to the tree. Find your friend.
I don't know how. If I don't know how, if I don't know the answers, then what's the point of me? What good am I bringing?
Your knowledge, your intellect. Perhaps you are confusing knowledge with wisdom. Knowledge may be right, but wisdom has a bigger perspective. You don't have all of the pieces. You do not have all of the pieces to the problem. Take it one step at a time. Do you remember that nursery rhyme your mother used to tell you about the stars and the Eden tree?
I think so. It's been a long time.
Give me a history check with advantage. Oops.
14.
Essentially, it is talking about following a river in a desert. But when people are looking for the river on the ground, that the moon elves know to look to the sky. Yeah. When all others know to look to the ground, or search the ground, you know to look to the sky.
That's where I can.
You just suddenly
find
hear
Lorelei.
a shouting, and it is very jolting. You have Kovir basically in your face, just yelling, "Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up."
No!
See? I have fixed the problem.
No!
I have
But I
deserved a
didn't even-
snack. I will get one.
Why did you?
I'm sorry that I have made you fall asleep. Forgiveness is the thing that
Why did you wake me up?
He, like, stops, turns around, cocks an eyebrow confused, just... I do not understand your friends! Just shoves his hands up in the air. Huffs back over to the other side of the room.
Hold tight. Let me get you some water. And I'm gonna make my way to the kitchen real quick and get some water for both Valerian and Neve.
I'm still kneeling on the ground next to Neve, and I'm like, "Are you all right?"
It was right there, and I didn't.
I'll just like rub her back a little bit, just gently.
There.
The broom meme.
The broom meme, yeah. Yeah, as you get in the kitchen,
Mhm.
Agnes is absolutely just...
I forgot about Agnes.
She's got him on the floor scrubbing, and but underneath the the oven kind of area, so he's like just down with his ass out, and she's just like, get a good scrubbing.
I'll say this looks like none of my business, and just go ahead and pour the water and get out of the kitchen.
She winks.
I give her a slight smile so that she can't see it underneath my mask.
She felt it in the heart.
And I'll bring them water. Are you both okay?
I'm feeling better. A little. Neve?
Neve?
I know how to find Lorelai, or have an idea of how to find Lorelai.
Okay. Let us know what we need to do.
I apologize.
I accept your apology.
Some glass breaks.
Your friend is the keeper of spirits?
Kovir?
He's like trying to scoop up the glass very quietly.
I know he's been trying to get in touch with the spirits for a long time. It seems like now they've made their presence with a vengeance.
Yeah.
He did not mean to do that to you.
I can speak for myself.
Well, you're way over there, so I assumed that you didn't want to speak.
You were correct in your assumption. He's opening a drawer and putting the broken glass bits in there, trying to very slyly. He does not understand where trash goes.
Kovir, that's not where that goes. Just leave it there. I'll take care of it.
Back on the floor?
That's fine.
Seems dangerous. Throws it back on the floor.
As you were saying?
Can you communicate with this? I know you can hear them. Can they hear you? Yes, you, Kovir.
I think they did. I asked. Maybe. I'm trying.
But can you speak
How did you know
to them?
How do you know this title?
You put me somewhere, and a spirit came and spoke to me and
Wait,
spoke
a
of you.
spirit spoke to you?
Well,
What did they
through
say? He's like already like just like what did they say?
They called you the keeper of spirits and said that you had a lot to learn. And from my experience, I would say I agree. Sorry,
You are not wrong. I do not know how I am doing.
um I would appreciate it if in the future you could refrain from putting me unconscious.
It was accident.
I I know they mentioned that. Um that but you can you
Who did you see? Was it my father? He would be a very big orc man. Very big.
it was
Strong.
not
He
a
has
very
many
big orc man.
tattoos. It looks a lot like it was not.
No. Sorry.
Orc woman? Did any of them have this? And he kind of shows his tattoo. And it is a series
Did my grandmother have the tattoo?
No, she does not.
Okay. Sorry, it was a series of what?
It's just a series of different, like rows that are different checker patterns, line work. There is a name for this. It's not tribal, is not what I'm trying to say.
Like a Celtic knot kind of thing?
No.
Or
So each row has a just kind of like it's solid band. And it has a color, and it'll have different patterns inside of it, whether it's circles with circles inside of them, or like diamonds, or birds, or trees, and then there'll be another one that might be a little bit thinner or thicker. There seems to be some sort of there's a pattern to it, essentially. All of these have some sort of meaning on there. But the detail is very fine hand. It looked like it hurt.
no, they did not have
Well then.
any tattoo.
He turns around in a huff.
Well,
they were not
well,
my
so-
ancestors. I do not care.
Go on, Neat.
I was just going to ask if you had the ability or anything to speak to one in particular.
I haven't had very much of the successes.
I remembered old nursery rhyme, a moon elf nursery rhyme that refers it speaks of a river in the desert that leads to the Eden tree.
In the sky?
Yes.
The river in the sky, yes. What about it?
That is what leads to the tree of life. That's the way to find Lorelei.
So we follow this? How do we get into the sky? I do not fly.
Oh,
I would assume astronomy. We would follow the stars as a marker.
I pull out my armillary and open it. Like,
He immediately just
and not
ducks.
no, I'm not casting anything. I just open it and the like it clicks open and all these bands with showing all these different stars and planets and things come out and like slowly rotate and orient themselves. Um, so I have studied stars for most of my life. Uh, I okay, I'll put it. I'll
No,
close it up, put
this
it
is
away.
fine. It is it's fine. You were saying, yes?
I can help with this, the astronomy bit. The
We have a
people
map.
don't have a lot of wizards, right?
Our people?
Yeah. Well, was that not why you didn't like it?
No, I was surprised.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
It's not a big thing. We can move on about it. It's not a thing.
It's magic in the wildlands can be unpredictable. Is basically what I think he's trying to get at.
That is where I'm getting to at.
Do you think you could utilize the map and kind of cross-reference the stars with our map of Lorelei's? And maybe we can transfix the location from there.
Yeah.
It is the right time of year. We should be able to see it at the night. 'Tis as clear.
Is the paper map still out on the?
It should be.
So,
We had it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll go over to and start trying to plot where the river of stars
Would be
would
over.
be,
Gotcha.
and see if that matches up with any of the points that Ervon had already.
Excellent. They do. I was gonna make you do an intelligence check, but it's already
Did it?
higher. It's already yeah. It's already out of my mouth, so.
You can recon it. I can still do a check.
You know what? Just do a check for funsies.
Okay.
If you
I've been
be
rolling
higher
like
than
crap,
this
so
number
really
that I
feel
have right here.
bad. Just straight intelligence. A 12.
That's already higher.
Okay.
I was like, you just need to have a 10. I was like, your intelligence is way above 10. Of course. I was like, no, you need to roll. Well, it's too late. Stand by, because I just closed that tab. Oh my god, what the fuck were we doing? Oh yeah, the coordinates. Sorry. Stand by. Yeah. Yes, they do line up. However, they're not perfect. They're not perfectly aligned. Something is either off in the map that you have, whether it is not, it is flat and you're not accounting for being that. So either they are underneath these specific I was going to say tree chains, specific star points, or they're just slightly off. So Kovir
Well, as
awkwardly
long as it
walks
gets us
over.
close enough, it at least gives us an area to search. So,
That, you know, it sounds like this is going to be a lot of fun.
yeah, that's the word I would use for it. Fun.
Um, I have a question.
All right.
Just gonna scoot back a bit so Kovir and Erevan can.
Would you like to have some training time later before you go out? I have some things I want to show you.
Maybe briefly, but we really do need to
Is
get to finding Lorelei immediately.
Yes, this is very. It is not. This is very serious.
Okay.
Good.
We'll go to the guest room.
No, it's just outside. Would be best.
Okay.
Your mother would absolutely.
Okay. Okay. We'll be back in just a moment.
Right now?
Yes, we need to get moving. So
Of course, yes, obviously. I'm doing this right now. I will meet you outside in the courtyard.
All right.
And he zips off.
And I will sigh with my body and follow in just a moment later. So.
I think once they're gone, Neve's gonna kind of sidle up to Valerian. So, you and Death, how does that work?
It's just all encompassing. It's all I've known. Why?
Would you do you have the ability to speak to the dead?
If provided a body, I can speak with them.
An excellent ability. Congratulations.
It's pretty useful. Any reason you're asking?
I saw my when Kovir knocked me unconscious. The spirit that I saw my grandmother, and I learned a lot from her, but I just didn't get the chance to say a few things. But
Have you tried praying?
no,
It's a direct line to the spirits. Perhaps she'll hear you.
maybe I'll try.
If you need assistance, I can help. But if not, then
I
they're always listening.
Are you all right after that incident?
It didn't hurt. It was strange. I saw lots of stuff. I thought it was real, and I still think it is, but some of it was kind of alarming.
Alarming.
Um, Skullduggery, I saw him, and he took on an elven form, perhaps what he looked like in life. And he said when we get to the tree, he would like to enter my body. And
You agreed?
I agreed.
You
Or,
agreed.
well, I didn't agree. Like, it wasn't like we shook on it. I said what needs to be done. I would accept it, but now I'm kind of thinking, I don't know that it was a trap, so I don't know if it was making me see weird things or agreeing to weird things. I don't know.
That is alarming.
But Weejoss was there, so it wasn't scary. It felt comforting. I wanted to believe it.
Well, if the time comes and it does turn out to have been real, and if I will support you, whether that is uh, guiding Skullduggery as he assumes possession of your body, or fighting to make sure that does not happen.
I should probably try to speak with him more to see if it's was truly him.
So this entire time, that's a real skull and spine, and that's
Yeah, when a cleric becomes a cleric and they're chosen by Weejoss, they go to the Grand Cathedral, and there's a giant catacomb, and you go and find one that speaks to you, and this one spoke to me. It's a really, really cool ceremony.
yes, that sounds fascinating.
It truly is. No one's ever interested in this stuff.
Well, I have a lot of questions, so if you would ever like to share some stories, uh, I'd I'd love to learn.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good golly. I just imagine Valyrian having this just cute face, like, yeah, it's just so great. It was just so wonderful, and just holding the staff, and you're just like, oh my god, it's a fucking,
That is so cool.
that's a body.
Ask me about my skull.
There were so many bodies.
There were so many bones to choose from.
Colors.
Not everybody gets a whole entire spine. I'm lucky. One guy got a foot.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's true.
Just a bunch of Weejass worshipping people
Just
holding
Weejass
body
things.
parts. Just
Weejoss things.
super, super metal.
I got a ham bone.
Some say that the hand of Vecna is down there somewhere in those catacombs.
That's just a rumor to scare the new recruits.
So, Airbud,
Mhm.
your father kind of catches, like, you catch him kind of out, do the weird, like, trying not to look out the window thing, but, like, just at a perfect enough angle that he's looking, and he is just mean mugging the shit out of Kovir.
Mm.
Do you see anything in that?
And Kovir?
Yes. What kind of leader do you
I
think
see
he's
a
going to
means
be?
for peace between Cauldron.
No, stop the nonsense, child. Tell me. And this one isn't afraid of me or your mother. Is it true what they say?
He's a good man.
He's odd.
Oh, I'll give you that for sure. But his heart's in the right place.
Perhaps too much. It infects his actions.
He is not used to our ways. But he is trying. I ask that you give him a bit of your patience.
You should ask your mother. He has about as much as my patience as a new private would in the ranks.
And I appreciate that, Father. I appreciate you giving him any amount of patience. He's going to grow on you, whether you like it or not.
I need you to probably have him think more politically.
I'm working on it. I really am.
I do not mean in a theater. I mean on our front.
What would you have me do?
Perhaps get him into the idea of taking a sabbatical here, longer. He can come with me to some of my briefings, introduce him to a few more people, have them hear him stories. He just needs to clean up a bit more, and his conversation is terrible. But
That's why I sick mom on him.
I think he's more afraid of her than me.
You're probably right.
Your mother thinks that he will find a suitor here. Perhaps in Cauldron. You're a bit weird. Perhaps get him... I am uncomfortable, alright? I'm going to say this. I understand he was married, yes?
He was, yes. Zephian killed his family.
Yes, I heard. It is, unfortunate. It is, fresh.
Fairly so. It was years ago at this point, but the wound is still fresh.
Use your discretion. But we leave in a fortnight.
Very well. I'll make sure he accompanies you.
Perhaps test the waters and see how he feels with the idea. If he does not want this, I will have a talk with your mother.
Very well. I'll bring it up with him.
I don't understand how an orc and an elf. I don't understand this. This is. Go.
I will quickly go because I don't want to have this conversation with my colleagues.
I want to see the science! It's a liger, man!
Glad I have the maps. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was gonna do an insight check several times, and I'm like, no. No. I don't think he can. He's used to seeing your face.
Mm.
Yeah, so you go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kovir is having a good old ball with a hacky sack. And then as soon as he just hears, the metal, he just drops it, picks it up, puts it in his pocket. Okay. Watch. Am I big?
Sorry, you broke up. I didn't hear you.
Am I big?
Sure.
This is not a trick question.
You're a large man.
But I can be larger! And he just... Boom! And it's almost like a Super Saiyan kind of like...
In reverse.
And he turns smaller. And he's a cute little puppy. No, stand by. I have to pull up my thing. I got distracted. Come on, Google. Come on, Google. There we go. It comes in these wisps. You can kind of see them now. This is what you were seeing before with your divine sense, but now you can clearly see it as these spirits just all, and you can see them kind of all coming around him and going in and through him, and he looks extremely calm. Change my thingy. And as he just pulls his arms closer, he gets bigger. He grows a whole size larger as you see these rune marks on his either side of his arms just glow. And he's just giant sized now.
Wow, impressive.
I told you I could not do it inside. Your mother would be very mad.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
He's
But
now at the
it's
size
impressive.
he's large, yeah. Watch. He looks around, runs over to a boulder. It is not a very big boulder. Like it is really small in his hand. And he starts to do hacky sack with it. Where are my dice? No,
I don't
but
know.
for real, what the fuck? Oh. It's fine, it's chill. Oh yeah, he's all about this. He's even getting it to like roll on his shoulder and shit. He's doing way too much. Ta-da!
Glad you found a use for your new talents.
Because I am bigger. I could have thrown it. That wouldn't be fun.
No, it's, throwing a boulder in a city is usually not the wisest of ideas.
No, it is not. Which is why I didn't throw it.
Well, I appreciate that.
I have some other
Look.
things to show you, too.
Okay.
And he just basically starts going through his other Rune Knight abilities. There's a montage. Look at me, I can switch places
Fire,
over here.
earth,
Boom!
air,
I'm gonna
water,
get hit over here. Bam!
mountain,
I'm so cool.
cloud.
Ain't no mountain high enough. Afterwards, he's just like laying there, flat on his back. He's shrunk down already. The spirits are gone. He looks like there's tears on either side of him. Just it hurt.
I'm glad
hurt
you're
a little
really
bit.
having. I imagine it would. Changing size alone, I imagine, doesn't feel too great on the bones.
It is not going up that is a problem. It is coming down.
I have something I need to speak to you about.
How cool
And
I was? Yes.
Yeah, it's about my father.
Ugh. Ugh, and he like sits up awkward. He hates me, I know.
No, on the contrary, he's trying. In about a fortnight's time, he will be leaving, and he wants you to accompany him.
Where? I cannot leave.
He's going to introduce you to people that you need to meet.
Why can't they come here?
Because you are going to show him the respect and show him that you're willing to do the work that needs to be done to be a leader.
It is.
And he's going to introduce you to a lot of important people who are going to help bring your nation into the fold.
Zaphian can come back at any time.
And if he does, we will cross that bridge when we come to it.
I will
You are a
not. I
message
won't
away.
be at the bridge. I will be wherever I am. Which is where?
I'm not sure where my father is taking you, but it'll be around. And it's not forever. Like I said, it's just for a time. There are people that you are going to need to know, people you are going to need to meet, and people who are going to need to be familiar with you. You need to start building a rapport with these people. Mother will help you with how to behave around them.
I will wear my clothes. Traditional, custom, ceremonial clothes. But
Clean.
Clean, obviously, yes. It's not like I will bring the dirt with me.
I would let you and mother negotiate the finer details of that.
No,
But
you
this is
you
a-
must tell your mother. I will not. She does this thing when you start talking. She will look at you, and then you can't talk, and your voice is in your throat here.
You're going to have to stop fearing her. She's on your side.
I think
It may not seem like it, but she's on your side.
Yeah, she's on the side like my mother is on my side. I understand this. She's very intimidating, and I do not want my mother and your mother to ever meet under any circumstances, ever. Oh. I will do this.
Okay.
Not because you asked me to. I would have done it if your father asked me, but
Mhm. And something about my father. Don't lie to him. He will know.
I know. He has told me that silence is better.
In certain situations, but you are also a nation's leader. Silence does not become a nation's leader.
But if I speak my mind,
Choose your words. I know Mother's been talking to you about that.
this is
Speak
a lot.
with intent.
When I speak with intent, my people listen. But this is because I have my sword in my hand.
There will be plenty of times for storytelling, which you are a great storyteller. But again,
I'm the best
you are
storyteller.
you're going to have to choose your words when you're talking to these people. And it is important. And it is a step in the right direction.
You came out here, I showed you all of the cool things I am able to do, and now you've lectured me. You
It's
didn't
not a
even ask
lecture.
me if I was hurt.
It's an opportunity.
You weren't saying, Kovir, wow, this was
Oh, I'm so
amazing.
sorry.
Your
I
muscles
did say
look
it was
so
amazing.
great, and you looked like you worked very hard. I did. Thank you so much
Oh,
for noticing.
I am so
I've
sorry.
never seen you become bigger in size.
Would you like the bandage?
I very much would like a bandage.
Maybe some sweets.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Perhaps a bit of coddling. And the tea that your mother makes for nighttime? That's something. You never made me tea for nighttime.
You've chosen the wrong woman for all of that.
Perhaps get your friend Neve. He laughs harder.
Oh, you cut out there.
He says you might
You
as
cut
well
out there. I
get
didn't
Neve.
actually hear that.
He says you might as well go get your friend Neve then.
I am happy to see you.
Couldn't tell.
And I'm happy to see you're doing well. You're making progress, and that means a lot to me.
I'm worried about you.
Understandable. What we are going to do is dangerous. But I don't think it's something we cannot handle.
I do not doubt this. You are the falling star. I do think it's funny.
And you are the keeper of souls.
Yes, this is, there's more souls here than that are mine. There's more and
It's
more
something
every
that I know
day.
little of. Do you feel you can keep a handle on them? Get in touch with them? Can you go to the old grounds and communicate?
With your father's permission, I might be able to make it there and back in a fortnight. I wanted you to have something. Just, and he pulls into his pocket. I had enough for just this one, and when I have enough for more, I will get the other one. But this one, you can talk to me once a day for 10 minutes.
Messaging stone. Thank you.
I will not be able to message back, but I will soon. I put it on. The term is called hawking. I traded something, and I will. It'll be fine. You don't need to know, but it will be very exciting when I get to the other one, and I do not know how it will interfere with your other runes on there, though. They said it may be a problem.
Well, we'll test it out and see what happens.
Well,
Worst case scenario, I can go to the armory and see what I can do about requisitioning some sending stones from them. If nothing else, to pass short messages.
You have sending stones in your armory?
Yes. It's how we communicate between the armies.
I thought you were all just connected in your helmets.
I mean, some people are, but not all. That would be a terrible waste of arcane.
Everything in your armor seems to be a terrible waste of arcane.
A lot of it is.
He flicks it. Bink. He looks you up and down awkwardly and then just gives a very sly smile. And he heads back inside.
I give him a warm hand on the shoulder. Warm underneath all the metal, of course.
Yes.
So he doesn't feel that warmth, but it's there.
It's totally that he totally feels that. Is this platonic?
Squeeze.
Nah, okay, cool. It's totally gay. Alright, so if there's
And then I'll head back inside.
anything else anyone wants to do in the meantime before this supper?
I would like to send a message to Father Lazarus.
Mm-hmm.
Just quickly telling him that we're about to go in the forest and I'll be unable to talk to him or communicate or whatever because the magic will be wonky.
Mm-hmm.
Just that.
Alright. He says good luck. And to keep the faith. May the force be with you!
And with you.
Alright, now that is where we will end it tonight, because we have some surprises for dinner. Very curious to see how dinner goes down.
Oh, Lord. Amon helped to make the dinner. Like, he should really enjoy it.
There's going to be a couple of rolls
Like, all those
to
dinner
see
rolls
how well
that-
dinner was going, the rest of dinner. Those rolls look beautiful, man! I cannot wait till your mother sees those. Is everything in this house disrupted? Alright, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We will be back same time, same place, which is Thursdays around 8 o'clock-ish. We are doing our best. Hashtag pro streamers. Again, you guys at home can affect the game in real time by donating over to our Children's Miracle Network. To our Extra Life page that goes directly to Children's Miracle Networks, which helps children who are sick be able to get the treatment that they normally would not be able to afford to do so. And so you guys are able to donate anywhere from $1 all the way up to $1,000 or more, because I believe in you.
If you donate $1,500, I will break into Kat's house and install something that plays Benny Hill on her computer
Oh my God.
nonstop. $1,500.
$1,500. It's gonna be one of those cards that you open and like you can't you can't turn it off.
Change all your ringtones to Benny Hill.
Oh my God. It's gonna haunt me forever.
We can make sure that Benny Hill never leaves Kat's mind.
Kyle, the gift that keeps on giving. That was insane. That was... Yeah. Well then, until next time, thank you so much. You can watch again here over on Twitch, or you can check us out over at YouTube. Good night, guys!
Night, everybody. Thank you.
Good